Show us your tips. Daggy Beaver with you. Weekend preview time. We've got the huge Golden Slipper card to look at. 5 Group 1s, 9 black type races, including the world's richest 2-year-old race. I think it still is anyway, Beaver. We'll go with that. We've got 11 from Moonee Valley. Plenty going on. How are you, buddy?
Thanks, Daggy. You here ready to do a show for a ginormous weekend of racing and some really interesting races. Sydney, a great card. Moonee Valley, less so, but hopefully we've got some winners out there. And as you know, the boys are flying at the moment.
Very productive week last week.
Yep. As per normal, we've been on a bit of a good streak at the moment. So that's good for all the punters. Hopefully they're following us, and let's hope the weekend is no different.
We may as well get stuck into it because we've got 21 races to get through. We're going to kick off at Rosehill, where the rail goes out 3 metres. We had some rain in Western Sydney today. I believe some heavy rain hitting Rosehill this afternoon into the evening, but they've kept the hoses away. I'm hoping we'll get to I hope it'll be a soft track, and with a nice day tomorrow, could even go straight through that track and get back to, I guess, dead in the old. Fingers crossed. That should mean it plays fairly well for the big grand final day. Any thoughts on any of that?
Yeah, no, I think I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know that it's had too much rain, and they'd be sort of
they've taken
able to handle that. Yeah, I don't think it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a good track. To be honest. But yeah, it won't be too far into the dead range, I wouldn't have thought.
We kick off with a 1,500 metre midway as per normal, a benchmark 72. I thought the market looked pretty, well, it's $5.50 the field, but close enough to the right order, Beaver. Have you got a winner for us, though?
Yeah, I thought you're 100% spot on there, pretty much around about the right order. Of going for Rush Attack to continue to be there or thereabouts, gets the 3 kilo claim here. Just going great guns at the moment, and I think this is no more difficult field than what it's been facing. It'll be in the finish. I thought Logano was probably the main danger, to be honest, and wouldn't rule out one at double figure. Prometo, the top weight, gets the 3 kilo claim, so it is carrying the 61 now. But could lead if there's any favouritism to lead us early. It'll be all over it.
I'm pretty much in the same order. I'm with the one you said on top. What is it? Rush Attack. That's it. Covered ground the last 2 and was very good. Both of them should get a little bit of an easier run with some cover, I'm hoping, from gate 12 with a bit of pace out there with it. Logano, main danger, lightly raced and resumed with a win. And look, we have to cop Karen from an inside gate with It's a Wonder. But it'll be third pick for me there. The second is a Group 3, 1,900 metres, the first of the black type races, which the rest of the card is. And I like one at a price here in Be Real, who resumed with a nice enough run, just had its run taken by Hinged last time out. First up, I think any rain around definitely helps it, and a bit missed by the market. It's 20 to 1, so I'll put it on top at the price, but realistically, I think it's Mayor of Mount Buller's race, out to 900 metres. I understand why it's favourite. Zach Lloyd jumps on and has to be in the finish here, I would have thought. I thought about trying to get rid of all of that little buyer race, but it pretty much is the complete guts of this. They're the 2 main ones for me. I actually think Hinged can run well here. As I said, it and Be Real went for the same run last time out, and now sort of third up with J-Mac. I think it does improve. Anything else? Not really. Yeah. Sounds of Heaven went 6-0-1 last prep, and it's currently 6-0. I thought that was interesting. But anyway, what do we got for Beaver?
Bit of an omen there. I think you're sort of there and thereabouts with the ones you've called out there. But I'm going It's a Knockout. I think it's third up here. I think that presents very well. I think both the runs in this time in have been good. Only just beaten as favourite last start. And I think from gate 5, it can run well here. I think the 1900 suits, and I think it's set to get the run of the race here. So I've gone for it on top. Really scared of Mayor of Mount Buller. Also third up, I think it's going to be super hard to beat. And as you said, horses like Sound of Heaven, they can win, just hard to catch.
The third is the Group 3 Manion Cup, 2,400 metres. This one, Alalcance resumed with a nice strong win on pace. As you tipped, Beaver, does it get the job done again here?
I think so. Tipped it first up, and not sure why I'd jump off here. This looks no tougher, probably easier, and I think it'll be that much fitter. Gets the services of Clarke and probably set to get the right run. And quite surprised. I thought the 320 was pretty good.
I agree. Not much to add. I think it's going to be straight to 2400 is maybe the only query, but I thought it was very impressive. First up, only going to be better for the fitness. Under its belt now, our anchorage, always honest, it will be outside it or tagging it. It's the main danger again to me. And I suppose Birdman third up, next best. Couple of okay runs, finally getting to 2400 metres. 1200 metre listed race comes up next, the Derby Munro, and we see the resumption of a horse that is in the conversation for the best filly in the country. In Autumn Glow, trials were fairly quiet, but I think we can take enough out of them to think it's going to resume well enough here. I think this will... The fact they've lowered the sights and kicked off here probably means they're just trying to get a win under its belt, and there's better to come. I assume goes towards the couple of big Randwick races coming up, the Group 1s there. It's on top. It's $1.50, so no spoil. Forgotten Horse.
$1.85.
Is it really? It is too.
On the tab.
It is here as well, so yeah, that's probably fair enough. The Forgotten Horse is Pisces. It's 30 to 1 and is a nice horse who has trialled well enough. What else am I going to say about this race? Flying for Fun to run well again, and Ikasara will lead. Has trialled well too. Beaver?
Can't go past the favourite here, mate. It's a quality animal. And I thought the $1.85 was pretty good. I think it probably should have been about $1.50. J. Mac Waller, best horse in this race, and be surprised if it didn't win.
The Via Sistina tribute comes up next, 2,000 metre weight for age Group 1. We have a little bit of interest in it with Willie Haggis turning up with a horse and another international debut for Waller. Are they any danger, though?
I can't really see it. Small field and not a lot in it. I mean, you've got Lindemann, who's probably showed last week that it's got not a lot of ticker.
I still feel sick about it.
Yeah, Cena probably wins this on 2 legs, to be honest.
Okay.
Probably over the odds. Probably should be $1.10, to be honest.
I'm not. I won't be betting, but I'm just interested to see how it goes. I want to see what full count Felicia brings. Apparently, it's going to get out and rock and roll and take a long lead, or at least try to. And obviously, Willie Haggis is scary in these races when he turns up, but I don't think this is the same quality horse that he's brought out the last couple of years. We'll watch and see if Via Sistina can get us home one out in the early quaddie. The Rosehill Guineas is up next. I'm sure a bit of wet around helps broadsiding. It is a Group 1 over 2,000 metres. I thought this was an interesting race here. And I'm going to go with... I'm putting some faith in Tyler Schiller tomorrow, and it doesn't quite sit well with me on a huge day. But I'm going to put Swift Falcon on top. I think it's been taking ground off broadside its last 2 runs. Looks stronger through the line to me at a mile. I think 2,000 metres is going to suit it better. And I almost off that last run, I know it could be second up flat, but I almost thought broadsiding might have been better served back to 14 and staying fresh. But anyway, I'm going Swift Falcon on top from Gold Rush Guru, who's going to eat up 2,000 metres. Comes through the Melbourne Guineas there. Interesting checkmate as well from an early quaddie point of view. But just taking on his favourite. I've been wrong before with this horse, but I think Swift Falcon, 2,000 metres third up. This will be its grand final. What have you thought of it?
Yeah, look, I'm going to give broadsiding another chance here because I just don't know much about whether the rest are up to any significant quality, to be totally honest. We know it's a good horse. How good, not quite sure. Probably looked to have every chance last start, so that was probably, you're right, slightly disappointing there. But maybe a little bit of second up syndrome. Third up, I like him third up, so I'm going to give it one more go here.
The Group 1 Wait for Age George Ryder is up next. This is a 1,500 metre race, and this is actually a cracker. A very interesting contest. Beaver, who have you gone with?
This is an absolute cracker. Love this race. really, really, really keen to just to see it. There's some great horses here. Even horses like Buckaroo resuming here at 20s plus is nice. But the top 5 or 6 horses are outstanding animals. I, I sort of narrowed it down to 2 the way I wanted to play. I'm going to go for Gringotts at 10-1. Love the way it resumed. That was a great run. Just it hit the lines so well in the last 100. Wouldn't have needed much further there to win that race. That horse has Iona Merck's come out and franked that form. Was carrying 61. Settled back in the field and looked like it wanted that run under the belt. I think it was been set for this, and it's an ever-improving horse. So I'm going to have Gringotts on top. I'm going to put the main danger as Chow Wolf. I think third up here now is perfect. Again, another quality animal looking out for this type of distance to be further suited here so we can run well. But you can't rule out Fangirl, Royal Patronage and Tom Kitten. They're all quality animals. Just depends on the day which horse turns up, I think.
It's a very interesting race. I've gone with the fact this won't be a super strong pace up front. I think Royal Patronage controls it, but that actually suits Fangirl, who sprints best off that slow pace. I think J-Mac will get out the centre of the track and can reel in this one. It's crossed the line with Via Sistina. The last couple, it's on top for me from Tom Kitten, who's come back gelded and both runs have been superb. We'll have to make the run with Fangirl to be in a finish. I'm going to go those 2. Shea Wolf scares me a little bit, but I've decided Gate 2 doesn't really set up the best for it. But when we get to the quaddie, it doesn't end there. Gringotts, as you said, gets a great run on this map. So it's alive as well.
Well, I think with Gringotts, it could potentially lead. Like some of its best runs last prep, it just burned across and led and they couldn't catch it. So
it just depends on the intent from, whether Royal Patronage is happy to tag as well.
Yeah, so interesting race, but really like some of these horses.
Absolutely. The feature is the Golden Slipper, $5 million 2-year-old race, Group 1 level. I wouldn't say this is an epic Golden Slipper, that there's any standouts that really jump out at me. There's a couple that I'll be backing at this stage, though. First is Rivellino. Hugh Bowman's come back to ride it from Hong Kong, but every run has been great, I've thought. It's covered ground in a couple. It's been in the finish, and every race, I think the horse that's beat has come out and won next start. Tessa Law, the thing the other week, Skyhawk, and Within the Law, sorry, not Tessa Law. They've all come out and won in a subsequent start, so the form keeps getting franked. Gets a nice run from Gate 3. Shouldn't have to be too far back, I would hope, for Hugh. And it's about 10-1. Devil Knight started outside lead last time out for Mickey D and won a Blue Diamond. I think he's a great chance here to win a slipper. I think this is a better horse than we've given credit for. The debut run was good. Very big run to win the Blue Diamond. I think it's a live chance, $13 for me as well. And even a horse like King of Pop coming through Canberra form lines, I think it's half a chance at 50s. So, but the main 2 are the 1 and the 2 for me. Beaver, where are you going? Going to tip this Woderton again, are you? After it slugged around last time?
No chance. It can win, but we need to improve.
Why is it favourite? Just because of Switzerland? Because
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can't get me.
No.
I'm going for Skyhook. I like the natural improvement that I'm seeing here. I like the Gate 8. And I think it just keeps improving. And I think there's a little bit more improvement here. I think it can posse up into the right spot. And I think it's going to be a huge chance. Tempted, I think that was outstanding. The pace on it can be finishing on. We'll need the right split at the right time from Gate 1, but could save a lot of ground there. So I think it's a huge chance. And the other one is Within the Law. Beyond Baker, it's flying at the moment. I think it and Rivellino can be coming down the middle of the track at the right time here. They're sort of my top 4. I've gone Skyhook on top to beat Within the Law, Tempted, and Rivellino as to round out the top 4.
The 5th Group 1 on the card is the 1100-metre Galaxy. And who do you like here? 2 very good horses resuming.
Yeah, another really good race. Really keen to see how some of these step out resuming. I'd be really keen on Briasa if it drew a better gate, but I'm still going to tip it on top. I think this is just a really good animal, and I'm hoping gate 14 won't be too bad. I'm hoping that it'll be able to find a posse up, come across, sort of fit into that running line in the top 6 somewhere, and it'll be fighting out the finish. Super scared of Commemorative. That was outstanding. Second up there. Gate 2, again, it'll need a little bit of luck in running to get the split at the right time, but I think there'll be enough pace on for it. That's sort of the way I've gone there.
I think there's 2 key hopes. I'm going with Private Harry on top. I think it's a star in waiting. I've loved each of its runs. I know if you look at the form on paper, there's not a heap of guts to it, but I think what it's done has been very good to this stage. It maps really well, tagging front page and maybe Eagle's Nest up there. So I'm going to put it on top. I'm terrified of Briasa. I would have it on top if it had drawn a gate, but I feel like with the Hawks team, they're just going to snag from out wide. And as I said, I've got some concerns about Tyler Schiller potentially riding 3 or 4 winners on his card on such a big day. It is a gun, though. The trials were sensational. Forgotten Horse, Lady Laguna. Huge price. Goes in the quaddie. Loves Rosehill. And we'll come home with a Group 3, 1,200 metres, male mate. Tyler Schiller's on top here as well. Outback Miss probably should have been the finish last time out. You mentioned Commemorative. It was from that race, I think. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. It was held up slightly, gets a good run from gate 3 and can win this. Main danger, Woolawind. Fresh Doyle horses are always scary and has some ability. What are you doing?
Yeah, I've gone for Outback Miss as well. Pretty keen. It can get us home in the right way in the last. Clear on top for me. Right draw here and going great guns at the moment. And you're right, I had Woolwin as the main danger resuming here. One to keep a close eye on.
Beautiful. The quaddie on Golden Slipper Day. First leg, we go 1 Chaos, 2 Tom Kitten, 3 Royal Patronage, 10 Fangirl, and old mate Steffi Magnetica down the bottom 11. I suppose you better put Gringotts in as well. Third leg, we'll go 1 Rivellino, 2 Devil Knight, 4 Tycoon Star, 9 King of Pop, 13 Tempted, 14 Bellazine. We'll skinny up to come home. 4 Lady Laguna, 11 Briasa, 13 Private Harry. Last leg, 6 Miss Hellfire, just because Mickey D will ride of some winner on this card. 7 Outback Miss and 11 Woolawind. $100 gets you about a third of that off the top of my head. My best on the card is in the last race 10, number 7 Outback Miss. My value race 2, number 9 Be Real. What about yourself, Beaver?
Yeah, my best comes up in race 3, number 6 Alalcance. Hardest to beat, and my value bet comes up in race 7, number 5 Gringotts.
Beautiful. Check out showusyourtips.net. You can find the written copies of our tips if you need them to refer to throughout the afternoon. Of course, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify as well if you want to listen in the car or as you're out and about getting ready for the races. We've got 11 races from Moonee Valley to also get stuck into here where the rail goes into the true with some rain again around today. There was a lot of rain yesterday and today. Rain-affected track, which tends to suggest it'll be running line as we get throughout the afternoon. Hopefully gets to a softish range as well, but keep an eye on all of that. We kick off with a 2,500 metre benchmark 78, which isn't going to give us a great deal of insight in how this track's going to play, but who's going to win it, Beaver?
Yeah, you're probably right there. I'm going for the number 7, Bird Dubai. Third up here. Decent run first up, and then when I stepped out a little bit further last start, finished off that race quite nicely at Flemington behind a pretty good horse, less than a length behind Revelair. I think that was a good run for this. I think it's right at its peak fitness, and I think it's clear on top here.
I am going to put Steel Run on top. I have a nasty feeling it might already be a slug, though. So it's on top. Was okay resumption there. Bar Dubai, as the market suggests, main danger. Be lucky to be betting in that one. The second is the Valley Pearl. Yeah, especially when there's another 20 races to look at. 1,200 metres, listed race here for the 2-year-olds here. And I think some of these unraced ones might have a little bit of ability. I'm going to put Prestige Forever on top, albeit have a big price on debut, but made Shining Smile work hard to beat it. There'll be improvement to come here. Chagui probably leads, but is now getting pretty deep into its first prep, which might be the question mark. Pure Passion's a live chance. What are you doing?
I'm going the same way as you. Prestige forever. Decent enough first up. A bit of race experience now. I think it beat it Chagui home last start. I think he can do it again, and that's why I've got it on top.
Beauty. Benchmark 78, 1,200 metres. Interesting 1,200 metre benchmark 78 race, though, Beaver. Who do you like?
Yeah, sticking with the favourite here, Top Calibre. I think it's got a bit of a calibre about it. Last preparation was pretty good. First up, third. That was a nice resumption there. Look, I think there'll be some natural improvement there. Sort of sat on the pace, lost its spot, but came again to be in a finish. Drawn inside Pivot City here, the main danger. I think that's a benefit. And again, I think this is a pretty deep field, so I got it on top and hardest to beat.
I've got Pivot City on top. They cross the line together. I think they'll fight it out again. I liked its resumption from the gelding and the work leading in, so I'll stick, given I was on it first up. Scared of Top Colour, but that was a nice run as well in that race. And Forgotten Horse, the money's come for it, actually, since I've done the form. Perfect. Might want 1,400 metres, but at one stage, I reckon we probably would have agreed it was the best horse in this race. Needs to get back on track, though, but trials were okay. Maybe just wants this one.
Done something for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how it comes back. 1,500 metre benchmark 84 is next. Track pattern probably dictates a little bit how I look at this race. I'm going to put Kappa 39 on top, around a $9 mark. Every run this prep has been good. It does need a win, but two of those across the line with Is It Me and Exudo, who are both nice horses. So we'll give it the chance here. Gates for the rest of the day, hoping wide alleys aren't too bad with the way this track might play. Reset the Jazz, huge price. Another one that might need the run. Make it the main danger. Red Phantom was good last time out. What have you come up with?
Man, I'm going to go back to Vedad here.
At least it's 1-1 now.
I think, and that was a good win. I thought it hit the line, showed a bit more ticker than what it has in the past. And I think the Valley suits it. I think it's going to sit up on pace here from gate 4. I think it's going to get the right run here, probably just sitting behind the pace, maybe one out, one back. And this isn't got a lot of depth to it, this race. So I thought around the $5 mark, it presented really good value and it'll be hard to beat.
Race 5, I assume this is the addition to the card, is a benchmark 100 Yarra Valley Cup. Over 40 metres. Who have you put on top?
I'm going to stick with Zerya because I've been following it this time in and I've backed it even the last couple of starts. And I don't think it's been that disappointing. It's sat on the pace and boxed on quite nicely in all of those. A couple of lengths behind Vedad, which I tipped in the last race, last start, only carrying the 53 here. So down 5 kilos, gets gate 8. And I think the Valley suits. I think it can sit up close enough to the speed here. And I think the 2,000 metres helps as well. So I'm expecting it to run well. This isn't an overly difficult affair. Got it on top and could be hard to beat.
Pretty uninspiring affair.
It is.
I've put Fortune on top with the Vedad form. Has to get the 2,000 metres, but the Valley may help that. I think it's been going okay in some stuff that should stack up here. So it's on top from Zarab, who gets the right run. You've covered the case there. The less we talk about this race, the better. The 6th is a Group 2, again over the 40 metres for the 3-year-olds. The Alister Clarke Stakes, and I really liked what Chanois did last time out. I thought it owned that race. Pretty dominant here. I think it'll win again. Emphasise will improve. It led that last time out, and I know it had its own way, but I don't think it just was as happy as it could be without cover. It will improve into this one. Pretty scared of it. Trifecta number, Statuario might improve, but Chanois, I think, is one of the better bets on the day, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to swap them. I'm going to go for Emphasise. I didn't like the fact, I thought it'd be hard to beat last start, and I didn't like the fact that they led with it, and I just didn't think it looked comfortable there, even with that pace. So, yeah, decided that I'll take the better odds this time around the $4.50 mark and have it on top to turn the tables on Chenois. But obviously, it's a big danger.
No, that's fair enough. The Group 3 Alexandra Stakes is next. This is over a mile. It's for the group for the 3-year-old fillies. Who have you come up with?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the favourite here, 2-1 Lizzie. It gets its chance here in a week at a fair that what it's been racing in. It's hard to go past those first 2 runs. It's third up here. It's got everything in its favour. I think the Valley suits, and I got it on top here. Pretty confident can win. Main danger, the number 2, Silicap, third up here. One well first up. Second up wasn't as good, but I think a bit more fitness under its belt now. It can run well.
Best of the day, 2-1 Lizzie. I agree. I won't rehash all of that. I am with you all the way. I think Phenom can fit in as a third pick if you're looking for one. The quaddie kicks off with the Sunline Stakes, Group 2 over the mile. And I quite like I know there's a bit of a gap from the winner, but I didn't mind the resumption of Lady Jones first up. And I just went away from the clump of horses that have been racing against each other. Has some pretty good stats at the track. I think it's 2 wins and a second from 3 starts here. It's $10. Hopefully gets a nice running line spot. And I will put it on top from, last time I was here, actually it won the Tessio. Another profit comes back from the Treasure of the Moment race. We'll make it the danger about $8. Yeah, that'll do me. Gone away from the lead up. What have you done, Beaver?
Yeah, not a race that got me overly excited. I've gone for number 2, Route to Arataki. It's been good this time in. A win, 2/3. I think it's going to sit on pace. I think it's going to give you a sight for your money. So I think it'll be thereabouts. And might just be hitting the lead with 100 to go and trying to hold on. So got it on top. I thought the main danger was the top weight, Quintessa. I think that's going to be super hard to beat.
Yeah, actually did something last start, I think, which it hasn't for a few starts. The feature is the Group 1 William Reid, the 1,200 metre race here at the Valley. Who do you like in this one, Beaver?
Yeah, look, sorry, mate, I was just on mute because the door was ringing, deliveries arriving. I'm going for She's Bulletproof. I think this sets up really nicely for it. Can get into where it wants to in the running. Look, it's flying at the moment. And it kind of looked the winner last start at Flemington at one stage until Jimmy Star absolutely got airborne. Jimmy's obviously the main danger here, does worry me. But gate 2, hopefully it might just get back in the field a bit, get held up, and She's Bulletproof gets the jump and is a bit too quick. So I've got it on top. I thought one of the dangers was Swartz. I think he can bounce back around the Valley. It'll lead and could prove hard to catch. And can't rule out Stretton Angel if they're flying home. So I think it and Jimmy's could be flying home, but hopefully She's Bulletproof's got enough of a break.
You mentioned gate 2. It's my concern around Jimmy Star, but I think if it gets even luck, they won't see which way it went. I think this is a real good horse. It doesn't always have the best of luck, unfortunately for us, but that was a very, very impressive no-kid play. I'm going to put it on top. From Benedetta, who also had 0 luck up the straight last time out, will make it the main danger. In a good race, the 10th is a Group 3, 1,200 metres. The Casbolt Classic here, another one where I've gone from a wide gate, so hopefully that is in play as we go through the afternoon. But I like the resumption of Clean Energy. I think it'll be better for that. Can turn the tables here on the main danger. Gate 16, even with some intent, if it can find sort of 3-wide running line, should be okay there. So I'm gonna put it on top. Where else have I gone? I've just mentioned Double Market, another horse that can forgive that last run first up and is a big price from the Hayes stable. What do you like? Erno's Cube as well, by the way. Just throw him in your quaddie.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm very keen on Clean Energy. I think it can turn the tables. That run under its belt will have done a world of good. And I think it's the best horse in this race. And looking back over its form last preparation, I think it's demonstrated that. So clear on top for me, and we'll give you a bold start.
Going to go home with a 1,200 metre benchmark 96. Hopefully the pockets are full by this stage. But who are we getting out on?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the favourite here and the unbeaten My Temptation. There's no reason to go away from it, I don't think. It's flying at the moment, gets the right run here in gate 6. It's doing everything it needs to as it steps through the grades. Got it on top and clear on top for me. Maybe the main danger, Moby Dick, who could surprise first up.
Yeah, I think My Temptation finds a nice race. Once I get this sort of stuck in this benchmark 9 range, are just horses that aren't going anywhere or have already been there. So nice next step for it. It's on top. If Extra 2 had have drawn out, I actually probably would have nearly put it on top. Make it the main danger. The instructor next best. Who do you like in your Moonee Valley quaddie?
Yep. The quaddie is in the first leg. I'm going number 1, Quintessa, 2, Rope to Arataki, 3, Lady Jones, 4, Molly Bloom, and 13, Another Prophet. In the second leg, I'm going number 1, Jimmy Star, number 4, Schwartz, and number 7, She's Bulletproof. In the third leg, I'm going number 7, Clean Energy, number 8, Scalato, number 11, Michaela. And to finish off the day, I'm going number 3, Hedged, number 10, My Temptation, number 12, Moby Dick, and number 9, Marble 9.
Beautiful. Your best in value for showustips.net.
My best bet comes up in race 7, number 1, to Darn Lizzie. And to be honest, I didn't really have a value bet, so I'm going to have my next best bet is race 10, number 7, Clean Energy. Back both of them too, and you'll be happy enough.
Beautiful. My best is 2 Darn Lizzie, 7-1. I agree with you there. My value race 8, number 3, Lady Jones. What's happening? Where are we in Queensland? Eagle Farm.
Eagle Farm.
Much going on there?
Soft. Yeah, look, I've got a few. I think I've got 4 for us here. First one comes up in the first race. Race 1, number 5, Divakara. I think it's going to be super hard to beat. Then moving out to race 5, number 10, Wild Botanica, around the $4 mark. I think it can give us a bit of money to put into the account. Race 8, number 8, Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Will be hard to. Ouroboros. And where did I missed one somewhere.
There was a Neesham horse that went up there. I was looking at last night. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I only had the 3.
Fair enough.
There you go.
All right. Now we'll finish on that. That has been Show Us Your Tips. Golden Slipper Day will be back next week to do it all again for the 3rd week of the Rosehill Carnival. Thank you, Beaver. Good punting this weekend.
Same to you, my friend.
And we'll talk to everyone very soon. Catch you guys.